Please be advised, this series contains harsh language and references to potentially triggering material, including mention of suicide, self-harm, abuse of both drugs and alcohol, and discussions on religion. Listener discretion is advised.
Last time on Obligo del Diablo, our party was once again reunited. Jamie taught us all a little bit about Moment. Oliver dove much too deep. Val is convinced Oliver may be the death of someone. Vincent rationalized, and Murph became a nurse. Early Sunday morning, Oliver headed to church and was introduced as the town's doctor. We all met Father Daniels. Most of us felt he was earnest. Some of us felt he could see right through us. Jamie learned more about angels. We all learned Murph has at least one bad habit. Murph and Vincent had a moment alone to discuss what it means to pull the trigger, and we spent the rest of our day making our Sunday into a fun day. Today we set our eyes on a shack on the edge of town, and faced more than a few challenges on the way. Buckle up, this ride is about to get bumpy.
Shall we start with mechanics? Does anybody have anything on your character sheet that you needed to buy? No one?
I think I might be holding off until I get enough to get my third sphere.
You don't have 15 XP?
I believe I have 12.
You must.
Yes, I have 12.
12. Okay.
That can't.
I'm at 32 total.
He bought his 5th point in fire.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Okay.
He's
And
been
I missed
shooting
a
cans in
session.
the back.
I think
Okay.
I'm going to chunk some into medicine for, safeguarding.
Oliver doesn't kill anyone?
Yes, something along those lines. There are legitimate reasons that I'm sure will come out at some point.
Murph, are you gonna try and kill somebody? Is that what I'm hearing?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Holy shit, she is.
Pharmacist and poisoner are the same skill set applied to different ends.
And necromancy is just late healing.
Okay, so
For plot reasons, I'm not going to get 3 in medicine.
I love this.
If you get somebody killed,
Seriously, you will be
prepare
murdered.
to deal with the consequences
No.
of that.
In character, he understands that it's very serious and he's studying as hard as he can. But out of character, I think making him a professional in medicine is against, reasonable expectations.
Yep, it's way too soon for
my
them.
God.
He's going to need some, practical experience.
Yeah, once he's done surgery on somebody, I'm going to give him 3.
No.
Dear God.
So surgery is the threshold for 3?
I think, 1 is you've heard of it, 2 is you're pretty good at it, 3 is you're a goddamn professional, 4 is you're near the top of your field, and 5 is you're the best.
3 is more like a nursing degree. Doctor would be 4.
If you're a doctor, most people are like, oh, you know what's going on. You're not some schmo.
Except for the people in Obligo del Diablo, apparently.
They're lucky to have a schmo.
We'll see if that holds true.
True.
All right, is there anything else people want to buy for the upgrades?
A dog.
Difficult to find. You'll
A
have
coyote.
You'll have to wander around in the wilderness until one finds you. If you were to get a dog, it's definitely going to be a story event.
Come with Val while she gets her horses, apparently.
All right, so
Cool.
does anybody have any backgrounds to argue for?
I want a background that is a fake degree.
I believe what you have is the background called alternate identity / mask.
Okay. Dope.
All right. Add that to your sheet. You have someone that you pretend to be, in this case, a doctor.
What is this?
Backgrounds. Things that you believe that you've earned in game. Listed under
There's a steel background in WAD, I forgot.
Oh, that's a merit.
Oh, okay.
Gotta buy merits.
How
Yeah,
much is that
backgrounds are on the
versus
first page.
steel run?
Requires composure 4.
Yeah, I only have 3. I'll check. I don't remember if 3 or 4 in composure.
Then you'd be best off putting your XP towards composure.
Sanctum, for sure.
And where am I finding the list of these backgrounds?
Tell them what you want, and
Yes.
then usually they're stuff or traits.
You tell me what sort of financial, material, or social advantage you believe that you have gained. Things like contacts and mentors and resources, allies, people, places, or things that you have gained some sort of special access to that will give you an advantage going forward.
Oh shoot, Sanctum
I have
for
the fucking
medical
lab.
office. And she should definitely have Sanctum, like Sanctum 2, because we gave her a bunch of money, and she already had a place, kind of.
You guys have invested lightly in the animals. Well, I would give both of you Sanctum 1.
Works for me.
I think that, weirdly enough, Vincent has more or less made pals with anybody he's talked to in town so far. Strangely, no one has disliked this big, scary guy.
Name 3 friends.
This is a very sad question.
I was gonna say Vincent probably actually has resources 1 now because he got like a steady job.
It's a decent point. I think it was Suarez was the name of my boss. I think I made a good impression on him.
Eden, you made fun of me with him.
Yes,
So you
yes,
bonded.
yes, him as well, and the sheriff.
I don't know if the sheriff likes us so much as is tolerating us.
We'll see. I'll pitch that, but also Mrs. Finn seemed to like me.
Yeah, I think she wants to eat us.
She might want to eat us. She might want to fuck us. I don't
That's
know.
what she said.
I
Both.
think she wants to eat anybody who's got an Audi, not any.
Excuse me, I'm pretty sure the
Well,
sheriff.
we know that's not the case.
She doesn't seem picky.
The sheriff definitely does like us because I'm deputized. I think that's a very
Right.
important detail that you're missing.
She likes Murph.
Everybody likes Murph.
Everybody
It's just
likes
a
Murph.
given.
Exactly.
That's her like.
I
whole
want there to
character.
be a story where somebody doesn't like Murph. They'll be dead within 5 seconds, but you know.
That's my new, hope or goal is make whoever that is like me.
Ooh, turn an enemy to a friend. Hey, Elf, what's that 4th point in composure cost?
20.
20. Oh shit, it's a lot. I guess I'll just have to save for it. I've only got 19.
Ah, well, then at the end of the session.
Yeah.
Unless you manage to earn 0 XP, which would be difficult.
Do something really
negative
good that
XP.
makes one of
That's
us
the
call
best.
you out.
I, so far, have gotten along quite well with the foreman of the mine, Eaton, and the sheriff, I think. I don't know if some of those you would not qualify as like friendly acquaintances, but
actually, more importantly, you got a job. Add
Yes.
resources 1.
Yeah, I was just telling him about that.
Yes, I was going to bring that up after.
I think that they are friendly with you. They wouldn't quite account as allies yet, and they don't know enough to be contacts.
Okay, sounds good. Well, I'll just try to keep my head down and do what I know to do, and maybe they'll be allies soon enough.
13 might be someone's ally if anyone wanted him.
Murph.
I'm 13's ally. I don't know if he's my ally. I don't know if I'm calling on him in a jam.
Murph, add allies 1 for 13.
And also literally everybody else you've ever met, Murph.
Allies 1, 18 times.
Murph,
13 only
Murph
counts as 1 because he's unlucky as fuck.
Oh, wait, no, I'm sorry. They make it allies 2. I forgot about the general store owner, Saffron.
Woohoo!
Whether you want her or not.
I do. Why would I not?
For everybody else. Also add a point of enemy, Saffron.
Ah.
Whoa, hey!
Okay, is there anyone that did not just acquire a background?
I don't think I acquired any backgrounds. I'm like close on a bunch of stuff.
Would you like to pick up a new ritual?
Sure. That sounds cool.
Okay. What are your spheres?
Got Spirit 1 and Matter 2 right now.
Spirit 1 and Matter 2. I mean, fixing things always nice.
Yeah, I was thinking some sort of mend ritual.
Yeah. Go for Repair Bench. You can fix just about anything. What's your craft?
Like 2, I think.
Good enough.
Okie doke. I'll add it to my sheet.
Okay. Great. All right. So the thing that we're going to go over is our hopes and fears, which should change a little bit at least. But if they have remained exactly the same, then we can simply restate them. Your hope is something that your character would like to see come true this session, and your fear is something that they are currently nervous about.
Well, I would never wish ill upon anyone, but I would like to prove myself and have a successfully treated patient by the end of the day. And I would also like to not accidentally kill them. And also prove that I am not a coward.
Hope, make someone better through your medicine. Fear, make someone worse through your medicine.
Or any other way.
Okay. All right. That's good. Matt.
Okay. The old fears that I have are still relevant and have proved even more highlighted, but I would say specifically that I'm eager to see Oliver in a role that's legitimate, and I'm excited for him.
I'm
and
doomed.
I am realizing one of my main fears, which is that I'm gonna go insane. And I guess if I had a hope for myself, I'm gonna try to figure out a way to cope with that further. Just kind of continuation from last game.
Murph.
Great. So, on a little bit broader strokes, to help Vincent and 13 realize their full potential and that they are worthy of saving. And then fear, I am afraid of hurting others when my dumb luck runs out.
Okay. Excellent. I loved that. Vincent.
I just want to make a good impression in my new job. And my worry is that whatever this bullshit out on the edges of town is, that's been creeping up on us, or maybe we're seeking it out, that it'll rear its ugly head up and make me do something I'm not going to enjoy.
All right.
So Val's hope is she wants to catch an angel alive.
All right. Send me an angel
Yeah.
so that I can dissect it.
In the arms of an angel.
Her fear is that she's gonna get into that particular area's dark shit, the antimatter shit, too deep.
You mean your hope?
Nope.
I believe there's a
For
I
now,
believe there's a voice
that
whispering
is a fear.
the...
For now, she don't like that voice, as tempting as it is.
Next, let's do our fun fact. Sam, you start us.
Okie dokie. I believe I mentioned before, Val used to work at San Diego Zoo. So she used to work specifically in the aviaries on the forest trail, specifically with the birds. But her favorite place to work whenever she got the chance was, any guesses? The reptile house.
Good.
That's Val's fun fact. Her favorite animal was the Komodo dragon.
All right, Vincent.
Vincent's a pro now, but his first job for someone serious with a cartel didn't go great. I got stuck up by some tweaked out of his mind meth head and lost over $8,000 that I was supposed to be taking to someone who was going to launder it. That whole night, didn't get any sleep, but I made the drop. Me and a friend of mine who I rustled out of bed managed to grab about 4 cars and get them to our fence quick enough that I was still able to get them their money at noon the next day.
Excellent. That's good hustle.
Yeah, he was terrified his head was going to get chopped off.
Okay, Jamie.
Jamie was an orphan
Interesting. What age?
as long as she knew. No parents in the picture, whole life.
Okay. Foster care or like straight up orphanage?
Orphanage. Nobody adopted her.
Damn. And she still managed to get into geology?
Harsh.
All right.
You might say her life was on the rocks.
Oh, she had a rocky start.
Take away all of that XP. Get rid of it. That is disgusting and I hate you.
Ooh.
I'm sorry.
All right. Murph.
Right. On a slightly less grim note, one summer, Murph chopped her hair off, like really short, to try to pretend to be a boy to go join the Boy Scouts. She didn't make it particularly far because her voice gave her away immediately.
Nice. Okay. And finally, Oliver.
So Oliver was involved in this con a couple of years back of this woman's property in Louisiana, and he went up to the old lady's house. She had a whole bunch of like bone fetishes and things like that, and he didn't think of it as that much at the time. But he woke up days later, his shoes torn through, his feet super blistered, 2 states away. He believes in curses now.
Okay, let's go on to what Val is intending to do next.
I'm going to visit Frankie.
All right.
I'm finally going to give in.
You have to get to the bottom of this, and I'm certain that Jamie would like another opportunity to run into some of those angels. Maybe you can understand them this time.
Well, that, and I was eager to see the void that Val was talking about too. Although I'm a
Okay.
little less eager than I was before.
I'd also like to take Vincent along? Not necessarily to go in, but when we set up for the Angels, because I need somebody who can shoot a tranquilizer dart.
Ah, so you guys might want to obtain a tranquilizer to start out with.
I have an animal rescue.
And as
A
it looks like...
trashed animal rescue.
Oh, that's...
No, not anymore. I paid to have it all fixed. Y'all gave me money.
That is true. Yes, you would have a tranquilizer rifle.
Yeah. Though there is one
Nice.
thing I would like to see if I can find out. I would like to see if I can kind of get a guess on how much tranquilizer to use.
That depends upon the animals. You could calculate it by the creature's weight, but that would make a lot of assumptions about its physiology, which you could only tell from a creature that was alive.
Can I narrow the assumption by using the corpse that we have?
Its size and weight measurements say that you should need about 1/8 of what you would for a human, but its physiology seems to be substantially different. You're not 100% sure that the same drugs would work at all.
True, but at least some form of idea of what to use.
Do you want to
like
use
me in science.
improvised magic?
Yes.
An improvised diagnose?
Sure.
All right, -4 dice, because diagnose is a life sphere and you're attempting to use it on a corpse. Int plus science.
Int plus... Okay. Whew. All
Did
right.
she get any sort of bonus from the ritual we already performed, me and her together? Because I'm matter and she's life?
Yeah, sure. I'll give a +2 for that, and also a +1 from your sanctum, I imagine, that's where you're doing it.
Yes, definitely. I mean, I'm not bringing the corpse out into the desert. 4 successes.
Excellent, 4 successes. You believe that due to the structure of its eyes and ears, that even if its brain is some sort of non-functional spiritual antenna or some bullshit, and not actually a brain, you could load it with enough ketamine that it would be effectively blind and deaf. So...
Is that a permanent blind and deafness, or...
No. It would only last a little while. So the answer is a lot of ketamine.
And I'm guessing I don't have ketamine specifically.
You definitely have ketamine.
Oh,
Ketamine is an excellent tranquilizer.
Cool. So not 1/8 of a human. More than that.
Go for a human's worth.
Cool. That works for me.
Okay.
Then yes, that's what Val is doing, and she'd like to bring along Vincent and Jamie.
Imagine upon loading up the truck with Vincent and Jamie, and Murph would notice this occurring.
You want to go with us?
Yes, but also
Where y'all headed?
Oh, back to the crazy guy's ranch.
You guys don't need to worry about it, honestly. Actually, Murph, I'd rather you guys stayed here. Honestly, I'm only taking Vincent because he can shoot things.
Oh, yes, Murph, you should stay here.
Yes.
Possibly help me with my... You seem like an upstanding young woman. You should be in a medical profession.
Yeah, I'm down. I do believe that we had briefly discussed that. I will totally help you. Also, I do want to point out to Val that, Vincent has more worth than just being able to shoot things. But yes, you should take him if you need somebody to shoot things.
I'll be all right. Thanks, Murph. I do want to get a good look at these things for myself. I still ain't seen them.
Stay safe.
Yeah, well, yeah, you keep an eye on Oliver now, you hear?
That's
Don't
my
need
plan.
him getting into too much trouble.
I'll keep an eye on her, don't you worry.
That
just,
ain't what I
side-eye
said,
him.
you know it, you rattlesnake.
I go up to Vincent and, friend pat him on the shoulder, but while I'm doing it, I palm him the pistol I stole.
I go a little bit bug-eyed.
Wait, which pistol you stole?
The murder/suicide pistol that we never really solved.
Right, the 38. Yes, the one that the person at 13 may or may not have killed.
In case you need a backup, of course. Quietly to him.
All right, I'll hold on to it, if only to keep it far away from here.
Oh, these two, and I hand you a bunch of blanks. They don't actually shoot.
The hell do you expect me to do with these?
I don't know, in case you want to spook somebody instead of killing them.
Usually aiming the gun does that much, Ollie.
Not if you don't know how to aim. I found that out myself.
All right, you get on back here and you clean up that room of yours. Don't want nobody dying of infection.
Of course. Clean as... I'm trying to think of a ridiculous metaphor. clean as a cat's anus, of course.
That's what you
Yeah,
came
those
up
aren't-
with. That's
Well, I
the
mean,
one.
they do
Okay.
clean it regularly. It is regularly attended to.
Yeah,
I
sure.
just sign. I'll get into the car.
Murph,
Um,
me and Vincent, we're good friends.
What
Yeah, I
time?
can tell.
What time of the day is this little expedition planned for?
Late afternoon,
Yeah, just after church, I assume.
Late afternoon, like 4 or 5.
give or take, so that we have enough time to get set up before night, assuming that they are scheduled to come.
Okay.
Yeah, listen, Val. I'm happy to help out, but I can't stay out too late. I got work at dawn.
Believe you me, this is a bit more important at the moment. Don't worry, I'll do my best to get you in and out relatively quickly. You're not going into Frankie's shack, by the way.
Oliver. While they're discussing this, you see a man that you've never seen before in a black coat,
Ominous.
with a black hat, leaning against a tree, right in the path of the vehicle as it would be headed out there. You look again.
Good
and
God, a
he's gone.
tree.
Well, it's a dead tree, but you know.
it's a little Joshua tree or something. I know.
It's a great big, 12-foot tall dead oak tree. Big tree with big scrawling branches.
Do I notice if this is like something that other people are obviously not noticing because it's so obvious, or is it like I am so good at looking at things that I notice this?
You just happen to be looking right that way. The guy kind of like briefly glances up at you, and then he's just gone. Maybe behind the tree. It was a 50, 60 yards away. So
Vincent, be careful out there.
You all right, Ollie?
Why would you even ask that? Of course I'm all right. Just going to my first day as a old-fashioned country doctor. I mean, not my first day. Why would I even say that?
You know, I didn't think it was possible, but I think you might be sweating more than normal.
He definitely is. It is a hot day, though.
I look for signs of dehydration.
yes, he has probably not been keeping himself properly hydrated.
I look for water.
There is a water pump, middle of town.
Excellent.
You bring him some water.
Absolutely.
Why, thank you, Murph.
While
This is mighty kind of you.
while you're fetching the water, it is over on the side near the mayor's house. And when you go and you start filling up the bucket, you see an odd man in a black coat disappear around a corner.
Oh, okay. I will go
Never
around
seen him
the
before.
corner.
He is gone.
I check myself for signs of dehydration. Well, that was weird. Okay. And I go back to go get water. Is there anybody else around that could have possibly seen this gentleman?
You look around and there's a couple people, a few hundred yards away talking, but it doesn't look like they would have been looking in your direction at the time.
Huh. Okay. Weird. Yeah, I go back and get water.
Okay. All right. You bring back the water, and the rest of them have finished up loading up their supplies.
Murph,
guys.
I really
Guys.
appreciate this water. You wouldn't
Yeah.
happen to see the dread specter of death, would you?
Yeah, the really spooky guy with the black coat. Yeah, I was gonna point that out. You saw him too, then?
Oh, thank God. I thought it was much as me.
Yeah, I thought maybe you were dehydrated, so I got you water. And yeah, okay.
We should absolutely go with our friends.
We should probably, yeah. That seems.
They might
yeah.
need medical assistance.
They might need a doctor. That's exactly what I was gonna say. Okay.
Vincent, wouldn't you mind if I've just realized that our young protege here might need some practical experience in the field, so to speak. You could teach her how to shoot that dart gun of yours.
Vincent, I think we saw an avatar of death, and we need to come with you so that we can keep you safe. Okay.
All that.
I'm sorry. You're gonna need to catch me up. What?
Spooky guy, black coat, probably a murderer. Maybe, who knows? I mean, this town, anybody could be a murderer. Yeah, no, very spooky. Very avatar of death.
This gentleman looked very ominous.
Ooh.
Get in the car.
Okay.
Why, thank you.
As they do so, I'm gonna go make a round. Check the perimeter of the area.
Okay.
Oliver checks into the car.
There is nothing out of the ordinary. Give me a wits plus craft roll.
Is that for me or for Vincent?
That one is for Vincent. You'll give me a
I was gonna say I should roll
composure
for
plus
something out of
insight
the
roll.
car. Oh, I'm just scared. Okay.
I got one.
Wait, your wits plus crafts is 3?
I got 3 wits, no craft.
You are going to be a joy to have in the mines. All right. At least you can carry shit.
If they want me to shoot something, I'll do it.
Shoot the gemstones out of the wall. They're just gonna have you carry lots of rocks. All right.
Yeah, I'll do that.
2 successes. Other than a vague
What Oliver see?
vague feeling of unease, and you just sort of like you have a vague sense of existential dread.
Oh,
Like,
it's
for a moment-
Tuesday.
For a moment, you're scared of death, but then the thought just like sort of pops into your head: what's worse than death? And then it's gone, and you're fine.
Smiles at Murph. Hop up in that car there. Here, I'll hold the door for you.
Okay.
Okay, so who drives?
Ooh, let me.
No, Ed, I don't let anybody drive besides me.
Ow.
I've been asking
you
for near on a
recall-
week.
Val's
Yeah.
truck is also working.
Well, we can take Val's vehicle if you want. I don't
We're,
care who drives
we're
that.
already in this vehicle, though. And
Yeah,
Okay.
we're all already in Jamie's vehicle.
All right, so Jamie, give me a wits plus drive to make it there safe and sound.
I 100% backseat drive.
Excellent. 2 successes?
2 successes, yes, sir.
Okay, so you guys hit a patch of sand, like just fine silt that was difficult to see as being different from the road, and your vehicle spun out. No harm done, but while the people were sort of covering their eyes from the dust cloud that welled up and then blew into the vehicle, you're pretty sure you saw a man standing in the cloud for a second, and then he was gone. All that you could tell is that he was wearing something dark.
Okay. I tell everybody I think I saw somebody out there.
God damn it! It is
Was
death.
he like tall and spooky and like wearing a black coat and all black and probably an avatar of death?
Just a random figure.
I mean, it's hard to tell since there is literally nothing to have perspective with, and you only saw him for a brief moment. You felt like he was tall. He felt tall.
See, that's what I'm saying. Definitely
Yeah,
spooky. Definitely a same dude.
Did he possibly
That is
have
so
anywhere
weird.
conceivable to hide? That seems kind of inconceivable.
It was pretty weird, but this is a pretty weird place.
I agree. I just want everybody to know that we possibly are being stalked by a scary man in black, which, metaphorically, in the past, I believe is bad.
Avatar of death. That's what I'm saying. Been saying it the whole time.
Okay.
Well, we could get out the ghost radio and see if it talks to us that way.
No.
I hate that thing, but also go
Jesus.
for it.
I guess we pull over to the side of the road so we don't get hit by the semi in the meantime. And
Yeah, there is not a semi in the world that would dare to drive on this road.
Except when we see the avatar of fucking death.
Or when 13 is in the car.
That's, that's true. Bring 13 along
watched,
and a.
Final Destination last week, so now we're really fucked.
Okay, so you guys stop and pull out of the vehicle. Jamie gets out Ghost Radio. Val, well, you and Vincent are the only ones who have not seen anything about this guy yet. Do you want to do any investigating of your own?
I mean, I guess I could hop out and see if there are any footsteps. It's about the only thing I can think of.
Okay.
If she's breaking off from the group, I'll stay about 10 strides behind.
Okay.
Yeah, just a quick little trip over to see where I asked Jamie where she saw him standing, and I'll go see if there were any footsteps.
So give me a wits plus investigation,
You got it.
and Jamie should give me an intelligence plus occult.
Ooh, 2 successes, 2 10s.
5 successes.
Oh, 4 successes for Val and 5 successes from Jamie. First, Val, there is indeed a pair of footprints in the soft sand. There's some harder sand nearby that might not leave footprints, but there's only the 2 footprints. None where it came from, none where it was going.
Hey, so we may not be dealing with the avatar of death, but we're definitely dealing with the Flash.
So,
I love those comics. I seen the cover sometimes.
Vincent doesn't admit that he has those comics.
They're at least better than Spider-Man, which is entirely impossible.
I mean, but as a radioactive spider, who knows?
That's not how radiation works!
I'm pretty sure that's how radiation works.
Are you sure?
Yes! I am
Oh,
a
if-
biologist!
If you say so.
Would you like to find out, Oliver? I can expose you to radiation and you'll see firsthand what happens.
Radioactive spider? You could turn him into Spider-Man?
Oh, really?
No, I
say
give him
yes.
cancer. It will give him cancer. That's what's
Oh,
gonna
that
happen.
sounds less
That
good.
doesn't sound that's that lame.
Yeah.
Oliver, why the hell are you going to be a doctor?
Please,
Well-
please tell me as soon as Val says we're dealing with the Flash, the ghost radio starts yakking.
so the radio, which Jamie has been waving around sort of starts. You start to get this old-timey music. It sounds like a sort of a 20s rag, and then you get sort of a voice, a gravelly voice, and it says, "Oh, every darkness brings the dawn. Every darkness brings the dawn, but not that one. Not the one. They'll have eternal night." And then back to the ragtimey music. Then it sort of like fades back in and says, "They would never seen from again." And back to the music, and the music starts to fade.
That's going to be a no from me.
Jamie, get us back to town. If we're gonna be, I don't know if we're gonna be attacked or whatever.
Whoa, hey, no,
Bless-
no, no, no. I need to get over there. I mean, just, maybe drop me off at least. Fuck.
You're not breaking off from everybody, and you're not gonna be going off anywhere alone. But we need to be somewhere where we're hunkered in, where we can see things coming at us.
Vincent,
Now, I wouldn't normally trust a spooky radio, but I have also been seeing a spooky man in black at the same time.
Oh, by the way, the sun is setting. The sun
course it
shouldn't be setting for another hour or so. Maybe it took you a lot longer to pack than you thought.
Shakes
I'm getting
lunch.
back in that car. Jamie, you're driving home.
can I just point out that, like, if we are going to be attacked, do you think that maybe we shouldn't get attacked in the middle of town where there's a bunch of innocent people?
Look,
If we're going to be
honestly,
attacked, that's the question mark. I don't know exactly what's going to happen, but things don't normally attack in populated areas.
Well, I'm not letting Val go alone. So if she's still going, I'm still going. But I'll take you guys back to town if you want.
You ain't going on your own. Why would you? There's no sense in it. You don't have to go today, do you?
yes.
Why?
I just need to go. That's all I'm going to say about that. I just need to go, and I've been putting it off for longer than I should have.
Go.
The
I
sun-
need to get over there.
The sun has set.
That is really fast. Holy
It
shit.
is quite fast.
Okay. Elf, am I going to have
The
any issues if I decide to leave it until tomorrow?
You'll have some issues. You know that you won't sleep tonight. At all.
Oh, damn it. That's going to make things worse.
Okay, so you're saying that, like, you really have to go there today. Why do you have to go there, like, today? Is there something going on?
Remember I talked about the animator thing? Well, the animator thing is kind of... I need to see it again. You know?
Why?
We could always get to the bottom of this if you like. We could even be driving on the way home, and if it turns out that you really need to. But I have this special method of mine Jamie can attest.
I don't think I want you anywhere near my brain, Oliver. Thanks.
Oh, surely you don't believe in this hogwash I'm selling. How could you lower
I
yourself
just
to my
don't want
level?
I don't want you to attempt anything on me.
If Val was okay, so we're going to head back to town.
Fine. Yes, fine. Damn it.
Val,
Val's got to be willing. I don't think she's willing.
Oh, I thought she was like, damn it, if we're going to go back, I guess I will do this ritual.
Oh, maybe I misunderstood.
I might have also
Oh yeah,
misunderstood.
no. I'm not doing that ritual.
All right.
Fuck no. Oliver doesn't get any access to... Wait. You are not a doctor. Val knows this. 100%.
Val
So
should
does
totally
Oliver,
know that,
but he also knows that he is a doctor.
Val should totally know that normally Jamie would never let Oliver in her head too, and that's why Val would probably know that my brain was definitely broken.
Yep.
I
Okay.
will position myself closest to Val in the car, if possible.
Okay.
The moment Val says no, Oliver's like, okay, I'll just sit in the back with Vincent. Don't you worry.
Don't you try anything.
So
Is there a window that'll pop open in the back? What I want
careful.
is just anything where if I had to, I could shoot without damaging the car.
it's a Jeep. So yeah, there's a window. You could even take the top off if Jamie wanted to.
I'll just shoot out the window if I have to shoot.
Okay. Your first bullet would go nowhere near what you're aiming, but the second one would be fine.
Vincent should be shotgun.
Haha, I see what you did.
I mean, there's a reason they call it that. Okay, so you're headed back real slow, and on the side of the road, you see a tall figure in a black coat with his thumb out, carrying a guitar case.
Okay, all right.
Keep driving.
Options.
Oh,
We
I
keep
hate this,
driving.
but we
Here's
should
and
absolutely
back.
stop.
We should absolutely keep driving.
No, we absolutely need to stop because he's gonna appear in the. I've heard this story before. All right, usually it's the lady in white. Okay, but they appear in the backseat anyways.
Okay, so then it doesn't matter. We should keep driving.
No. If we keep
the
driving,
Scooby game says pick up the hitchhiking ghost or not.
No.
Absolutely
if we
not.
keep driving, then we lose, any hint of kindness that might. You get what I'm saying, right? Somebody.
Because usually we help anybody we meet. It seems like.
Maybe we should find out if he's a ghost.
I vote we stop and give him a ride.
By shooting him several times, and if he is still alive, he's a ghost.
I need more votes, though.
Either way, he's a ghost.
Does he weigh as much as a duck? Oh wait, that's witches. No, we should stop. Okay, look, at least we can say we were hospitable, right? That's how these things go.
I agree 100% with Val.
Oh my God, am I? Whoa, no.
votes.
If he's
We
agreeing
stop.
with me, something's wrong.
We stop.
What if it? No.
Oh, you're right. We might be
No,
we
absolutely
might get cursed by this unpleasant fellow.
We're gonna get cursed either way.
Listen, if he ain't a ghost, do you really want to be the person who drove past someone sitting out here in the desert trying to hitchhike into town?
Also that.
When the sun set an hour early.
I mean, kinda.
Yeah, no, he's definitely not a person. I think we can all agree on that. We just don't agree on whether hospitality is one of the things that these things respect.
Doesn't matter. But we had their 3 votes. We stopped.
Okay.
Yeah, I feel like we're either making this decision out of fear or hospitality.
No, fear. Definitely fear.
The man leans in. Matt, give me a wits insight roll. Okay.
Yeah, I don't know insight. What's insight?
He leans into the car and says, you folks heading to town?
Was thinking about it, yeah. What
You're
are you
not
up to?
If you mind giving me a lift.
No, that's why we stopped. Throw your guitar on top. Strap it down.
Thank you very much.
What's your name? My name's James. And I introduce the rest of Scooby Gang.
Why would you?
All
give
of
our
them.
name?
It's a bit cozy back here.
Says, I'm Orfeo.
That's a hell of a name. Where you get that?
Why, from my father.
Oh, I was going to say for sure that was a stage name. Your father was, what's the word for seeing the future? Or dreams. Oh, prophetic.
My father did have a touch of the gift for prophecy, I would have to admit. He climbs into the backpack because the seats are full. It says, it is so nice for you to help out a stranger like this.
Please tell me he's tucked in between Val and Oliver.
I just stare at him so
I'm
deeply.
driving, so definitely not next to me.
Don't worry about it. It's fine. We had to wander our way in too.
Okay. So, I thought that I saw this car going the other way a few minutes ago. You change your mind?
Yeah, it got darker faster than we were planning.
It is a shame to lose the light. A shame.
I show him my
You have
watch.
been talking a little bit crazy. Just gonna say that right now. Granted, we all are.
Would you say, Mr. Orfeo, that it is still 5:30?
He looks up and says, it would appear to clearly be after 8.
I need to wind my watch, clearly.
Actually, looking at your watch, now that you look at your watch, it is 8.
Oh no.
It was just a very, very fast 3 hours.
I'm still driving slowly, and I say calmly, yeah, well, we were just going to go stare into the void and deliver some letters to some angels and, usual kind of nighttime missions out there in the wilds.
He nods and says, well, that would be quite an adventure for someone who understands what they're doing.
We don't understand anything. We kind of just trial and error it, good old scientific method.
It seemed like you guys might be headed out to Frankie's place.
You know Frankie?
Oh,
Yeah,
I know of
where we're
him.
going.
I can't say that we have met more than once or twice.
Huh.
So this is a crazy question, Orfeo. Are you deaf by any chance? Just want to get that out of the way.
This is, am I dead?
Deaf, like a avatar of the concept of death. This town's weird. I'm sure you know. Better just get those questions out of the way.
Well, I could tell you that if I was indeed an incarnation, a specter, it would be against my nature to speak so plainly, so clearly. I must not be.
I mean, would
Yeah,
it
so
though?
why is it that spirits speak in riddles? I've never understood that. Doesn't make any sense to me.
Yeah, but
Therefore, I
As a-
am the
as a woman,
spectre of
it's not-
salesmanship.
Oh,
It doesn't make any
Jesus.
sense. It seems like if I was a ghost and I was dying to have my story told or had some unfinished business, I'd say, hey, really need you to bury this thing in this place. Not like some sort of riddle where like you got to go to this cave and you meet this guy and he's got like saber-tooth tiger teeth, and then like you meet another guy and this other guy tells you to do this other thing, and it's all just convoluted. Doesn't make any
He's-
sense.
Are there
Jesus.
rules?
He actually smiles and starts laughing a bit. He says, sometimes they are like that. Sometimes you hear exactly what you think, but I don't know. I just don't think that the universe or God wants to be understood too easily. Takes
Okay.
all the meaning out of it if they just hand you the answer, doesn't it?
I spin around in whatever seat that I am sitting in. I don't understand the physicality of the situation, but that's fine.
The work's fine. Just, even vague clear directions would be better than what we get out here.
Murph?
Yes, and just stare at this guy. Okay, so I don't mean to grill you, but I'm going to ask you some questions. A, how did you get out into the middle of this desert? Out of nowhere.
I got 2 feet.
But you just kind of appeared. Okay, sure, whatever. B, the guitar? Do you play guitar?
That I do.
Huh.
Do you
C,
wanna learn?
are you any good at it?
Good enough.
I
Good
think
enough
you
for
might
what?
owe us a song after this.
All right.
Is your
I'll-
guitar solid gold, by the way?
Yeah.
Oh, I hope not, but let Mohr finish
Let's
her
just-
questions.
Well, that's a goddamn violin.
He
Look!
he raises an eye and says, "I find it odd that you folks ascribe so much to me. But well, if you want a song, I'll play you one." He waits for the vehicle to stop. Do you stop along the way for him to retrieve his guitar?
Let's
I can,
let
I guess.
Murph finish her questions before we stop.
Yeah.
All right.
Go ahead, Murph. Do your thing.
D, what are you here for?
Well, it seemed like someone was lost in the desert.
Someone being who? That is E.
That is a good question.
I thought so. That's why I asked it.
I can't say I'm rightly sure. Maybe it was you. Maybe it was me.
You
Maybe-
okay?
Maybe it's
Fair.
that crazy old bastard already lives there.
Ooh, we'll circle back to that. F, what's your favorite color?
Looks at his coat, looks at his hat,
Ooh, this one's important. I think you should ring and truth it.
says, "Well, I must admit I'm a big fan of black."
That doesn't surprise me. Very, very typical. Okay, that was F. G, do you like slushies?
I can't say I'm a fan.
Ugh.
He's evil. He doesn't
He's
like
They're
evil.
not
slushies.
in the
Cosmo,
budget
Cosmo.
today.
Sort of evil spirit. Shoot him. Just
Bury him in the desert.
I'm the only one with.
Well,
And
supernatural
no.
creatures don't like slushies. We know this.
No, Vincent, you're not the only one with guns. Jamie has guns.
I have 3 right now though. I have 1 suicide pistol, 1 6-gun, and a
That's really cool.
tranquilizer
3
rifle.
arms, I suppose. I usually just have 2. But okay,
Throw an extra hand.
that'd be awesome.
I'm like the guy from One Piece, but with guns.
Right?
So, he asked if you I wouldn't mind stopping the car for a second.
H, are you planning on murdering us before we get back into town at this current time?
Yeah, I pull
Says-
over.
Good question.
He looks. Is there a good reason to?
No?
Directly at Oliver.
Val looks at Oliver, and Oliver just
Yeah.
looks back, offended.
I did not have any such plans.
Ring of truth.
Okay, roll it. Roll your wits insight.
Okay.
If this were a regular person, we would be the crazy murderers.
I think that maybe he's not at least what we assumed. I think he's
Right.
just a
I
normal
would totally
weirdo
be freaked out.
townie.
I'd be like, maybe I just walk the rest of the way into town. Thanks, guys.
Right?
I'm going to spend some willpower on that one because I don't want to die.
It's really
And
important to
activate
you
my
to
own
know.
trap card.
Hmm.
Hashtag blessed. Not great. For those keeping track at home and playing along, that's 3 successes.
All right. Well, the first card that you pull is a 5 of hearts. The second one that you pull is a Jack of Diamonds.
Huh.
The hearts, you look around and you count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of you. As far as the Jack of Diamonds goes, well, it's not a spade.
I mean, true. Okay.
He gets down at his guitar and he plays, it's sort of a folky sort of rhythm. He sings a song in a language you're not quite sure you understand. You think it might be Italian, but it seems like it's a sad song. You're definitely sure that someone gets killed in it, just because the song has that sort of rhythm to it. And by the end of the song, you guys have made it back to town.
I record his song on my cell phone
Okay.
so I can listen to it later.
Hey,
It
Oliver,
says-
what time is?
Oh,
Neat.
Murph, it's 9:30, I believe. And that was just the most beautiful French I've ever heard.
He says, I think it's Italian, but I don't really know.
Oh, goodness. Really? Well,
You
that's
should
lovely.
roll mind, Oliver, to see if you understand it. Roll your tongues.
You do
Nah.
have tongues. Do you not want to understand it?
Actually, can I just roll a regular old insight on this song before, like, because unless it seems dreadfully meaningful, he's probably just going to enjoy it.
Okay.
In this sort of like nonsensical, a foreign song, so beautiful.
Okay.
He fails.
Oh, 2 successes and 2 ones?
Yes, sir.
It feels weighty. You don't really get the flavor of it. It is curious and odd.
You know what? That makes it even worse. He's gonna roll mind on this. I do not know what this song is about. I must know.
Your character's so backwards, I love him.
I cannot appreciate this without the meaning. I don't know it's about somebody dying, and I'm frustrated that everyone else is getting such appreciation out of this song.
So you're activating your mind rote? Give me a paradox roll.
I think I would have to straight do a improvised magic on this, and I'm okay with that.
You not have the rote?
No, that was an improvised magic the first time.
Oh,
Speaking
okay.
in tongues. I have false mind, a face you can trust, and hypnotic suggestion. So I'm going
you
to gain a
should-
paradox and
you
then
should-
roll a vulgar one.
No, it's just gain 1 point of paradox. This is a coincidental magic. All right, so you start sort of zoning out and listening to the words and the words behind the words. The second verse, which is the first one that you hear, is about an old man dying in a hospital bed with his family around him and telling them that he's sorry for all the hearts he stole. And it's giving you this weird deja vu about your grandfather. He died almost the same way. You're not sure if you're remembering it wrong or if that's just like basically exactly what happened.
That is something Oliver constantly worries about, is whether something was just implanted in him or not.
Yes.
Because he does that to other people all the time.
Well, you seem to remember that your grandfather died that way, basically apologizing for women he had philandered with and then ran off on, which was a strange confession of a demented man dying in a hospital.
Oliver starts to tear up a little bit, but not like attempts his best to hide it.
So the third song is about the death of a fraud hung in the middle of a small town. Give me a composure roll.
Yeah, I was about to say, I'm about to roll composure, y'all.
That's a yikes.
Just straight composure.
Yes. All right, fail.
I try to
Can't spend
wrestle him
willpower
in
on
the
that.
car and stop him from singing.
He's like, he stops and looks.
You shut your mouth!
Whoa, whoa, whoa! Hey!
Oh, hey! Come
Hey,
on.
Oliver,
Oliver, you
what the
compose
hell?
yourself.
Oliver, take 2 sanity.
Okay.
He looks taken aback for a second. Puts out his guitar and, I'm sorry, did I offend?
You are talking about my family and myself, and I do not appreciate it. And I don't even want to know what the first song was about.
Oliver, you all right there, buddy?
I'm fine. This man is just... he's...
Yeah. Okay. Sit, breathe, in and out, slowly, slowly.
Yeah, like you're going into labor. Yeah.
I learned this song by rote. I don't even speak Italian.
I don't believe that for a second. Murph, you ask him if he speaks Italian.
Do you speak Italian?
Says, I do not
That's
speak
question.
Italian.
Hi. Is he lying?
roll a check. So you get 2 cards. When you try and pull a card, they kind of like sort of get stuck together a little bit, and you end up pulling 2 cards: an ace of diamond and an ace of spades. Your interpretation is that one of those means he's lying, one of those means he doesn't.
Huh. Do you not know that you know how to speak Italian?
I feel like she should get those cards for Oliver all the time.
Except you can kind of tell that Oliver's lying.
It sometimes means that the person's lying to themselves.
Ah.
I suppose maybe it's just something I forgot.
Do
This
you
song,
have memory loss issues?
we all do when we get old.
I know a doctor you should see. That makes me sad.
Oliver's kind of in a huff and like ready to get out of the car and like walk away.
I am
Okay.
half convinced he is the devil.
He seems fine.
We seem to be just about in town. I suppose that I might part here if that would be all right.
Good luck to you. Nice to meet you.
He gets out and he leans in and he says, "You might want to stay away from Frankie's for a little while. I don't think he has happy days ahead."
That
And
makes
he
more
walks
sense.
away.
Of course not. He doesn't want them.
Is he walking towards the bar?
He is. Yes, he's walking towards the bar.
Oliver like is in a huff, like really just looking down and like being mad. And he looks up and he's like, "I'm gonna go to the." And he sees that he's walking towards the bar. And he's like, "I'm not going anywhere."
Actually, you see him walking towards the bar. You look away and you don't see him anymore.
Son of a-
Told you,
Ah,
he's a devil.
look at him,
Definitely
he's
the
gone.
devil.
And we just
Alright.
brought him back into town. I'm
Not
just
very
saying.
scientific, though.
Nope. Devil. Definitely a
No,
devil.
he definitely sang a song about my history and my life, and I do not like it.
Yeah, see,
Family's
devil.
overrated, Oliver. You're fine. I never had one. Look, I understand people just fine.
Side eye, Jamie.
Oh,
That's good
geez,
for you,
Jamie.
Jamie. We all feel very strongly that you are a good judge of character. Now, can we please get a beer?
Yeah.
That's the first
Are
thing
you
to said
21?
all
You-
day.
you are
I
21.
agree
All
with.
right, let's go get a beer.
All right, you guys head back in to the bar,
If he's playing guitar in there, I'm gonna flip a switch.
I'm
and
going
he
to
is
attempt
not.
to stop Oliver before he enters the bar.
Okay, you stop Oliver outside.
Perfect.
Why, yes, Murph?
Like, actually, though, are you okay?
Why, yes, I am. I'm quite
Stop
fine.
lying to me.
Ooh, call it out.
Oliver feels something tightening around his throat.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Oliver just like chokes on words and like starts and stops like 8 times and says, "I have never had someone assault me quite so accurately as I just was. And it hurt. So I would like alcohol to solve that problem for me temporarily."
Yeah, I mean, you are aware that that is a temporary solution and not permanent.
Oh, absolutely. And I intend to do some contemplation and possibly bury that feeling very deeply.
Sometimes you need to feel your feelings, though, to like process them.
This is true, and I find I let my guard down no place better than when I am drinking alcohol. This is a complete lie, and I'm sure
Yeah,
Murph can tell.
Yeah, it's pretty obvious. I don't. Okay. I mean, is there anything I can do? Like, I mean, other than buy the first round, I guess?
Murph, you can sit with me and enjoy my company, and I will enjoy yours, and this will be a very good evening, I'm sure, where neither those 2 scientifically minded women find any unsettling things about reality. Vincent does not have to shoot anyone, which, to be frank, sounds like a wonderful evening to me. And hopefully, we are not called upon to do surgery whilst we are inebriated.
Right. Okay, sure. And just kind of like
100% truth.
give him
You
that look
hear-
of like, I can tell that this is not okay, but this is what he needs right now, so I'll go with it.
While you're speaking, you hear a guitar strumming up from inside.
Oh, that son of a bitch, I'm gonna kill him.
This is our watering hole. Oliver, do we need to kill him?
No, we don't, but I do
Oliver.
want to punch him in the face and then get punched back, because that would feel really nice.
Do you want to get punched in the face?
Maybe?
Do you want him
Yes,
to get
no.
punched? What? Oliver,
Only if I get to punch him first, because then I feel like I kind of deserve it.
Should I hold him back?
Oh, no, you should hold me back, because that will make me feel very strong.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I can do that.
Is this the most honest that Oliver has ever been?
This sounds like Toy Story.
I prepare for a bar fight.
It's like the counselor. It's adorable.
And walk into the bar, you hear a sort of a folk country western guitar piece that is certainly not in Italian.
Is it emotionally piercing?
I mean, it's a country western song. They don't make them fluffy very often. Yeah.
I mean, but specifically, like, is it just as cutting as the last two that he listened to?
Oh, definitely not. Nowhere near as much of those, but he is a bit on edge already.
Oh, Oliver definitely walks into the bar, hears that it's a normal song about, like, my love and my truck, burr, burr, burr. And basically, like, goes in with the face of someone who's about to break a bottle and, like, run at some dude, and then immediately turns on this very fake smile and walks to the bar and says, I would like 5 beers for my lovely friends.
It says, on a Sunday night, time to get started.
Absolutely, it's afternoon. We went to church this morning. We're feeling holy as hell.
Good you came here. Best place to raise some. And she pours out 4 very dark beers. Puts one out in front of each of you. Val, you think you see stars in your beer. Like, looking into the beer, maybe it's the stars reflecting in it, but you're inside? That wouldn't really make sense.
I am going to drink extremely heavily.
Yay, drunk Val.
Drink
Val?
until the voices stop?
Yeah, because she's gonna need to be able to get to Frankie's tomorrow, but she needs to make it through the night first.
All right.
I'm only having like 1 beer. I'm the designated driver.
Are passing
I'm
out
sure
and sleeping
Val-
the same thing?
Right, exactly.
Horrible.
Okay, so, well, we will see.
Is
Okay,
any of us okay?
Please, each of you, let me know your boozing levels.
All of it.
I drink this 1 beer and then I go to bed. I got work in the morning.
Yeah, 1 beer
Responsible.
then Twitch.
Okay.
I drink responsibly.
Okay.
What he said.
I get pleasantly drunk. I get drunk, but
Actually,
I don't get like trashed.
So,
Make it a Saturday next time, Val.
Val, give me a manipulation plus
Yes, act upon me.
10 minus sanity.
What now?
So wait, my manipulation plus 10 minus sanity.
Yes.
Okay.
I believe that's a control yourself roll.
No, that would be if it was composure. This is a drink with me roll.
Yeah, do it. I'm so vulnerable right now. It's ridiculous.
2
All right.
successes.
Keep you safe.
Two
that's
2
fine.
successes. Give me a composure a composure roll, Oliver.
Nope.
Excellent. All right. So you believe that it would be right and proper to put this whole thing behind you and stop after 3 beers. Wait, was that 3 beers or was that 4
Oh.
5 beers?
Where did this beer come from? You know
Yeah,
what it
Oliver, come on, one more, just one more. You're
Val, are
fucking
we
kidding.
friends?
Val is actually a very affectionate, touchy-feely drunk.
Oh, I love the idea of us like hanging on each other, being like,
Yes. Jamie,
Just-
come here.
Murph.
One more beer. I don't want to see the darkness
yeah.
anymore. Come here.
I was just here to, have like, the beer, and then I see this happening, and I have to stick around.
You shouldn't have gone to the bathroom. This woman, she can hold her drink. Look at this.
Hey,
Bartender, 2 more.
Yes,
I
yes.
I
Shots.
asked
Shots.
Murph
Shots.
if she can turn Oliver down. Doesn't he have to run the clinic tomorrow?
Yeah,
Uh,
no, he'll be fine. Well, plenty of water.
No, it's
What?
safer. It's
Um,
safer if he can't do nothing, right, Oliver? Because
So-
you're not actually a doctor.
So your
What are
guys'
you talking about? Of course I'm a doctor.
You're
So-
as much a doctor as I am not an ass.
Your
Are
guys'
you one of those?
Your guys' revelry brings in about 6 minors that start drinking along with you.
With an
Minors.
E
Wait,
or
what? No. Children. No.
No.
With an E, right?
Pickaxe
Like,
minors.
Shouldn't you all be at
Okay,
school,
I
aren't
still
you
want to.
minors?
On a Sunday evening at 8 p.m.? No!
Okay, that tracks.
Yeah, Oliver
Minors.
definitely drops
Got
some
it.
dad jokes on these minors, and they probably go poorly.
The only one who seems to like your jokes is Angela, and only because they seem to sell more beer.
Is there
Everyone
a
wants to
guitar?
avoid them somehow.
Is there a guitar anywhere? Val definitely has a guitar, but I don't think she has a.
And it's hidden at home in a shame
It's-
box.
No, it's in your truck, which is right outside.
Oh, well. Hold on. This is funny. Oh, this is gonna piss Oliver off. Okay, wait. Val gets her guitar.
Oh, get
All
that
right.
fucker booned off the stage.
Give me
Yeah,
a
yeah.
charisma performance roll.
Cool, with the guitar performance
Yes,
specifically?
you get your
Cool.
one die from guitars.
You get loud hoots
Oh,
and
no.
like appreciative hollers from Oliver, regardless
Free
of how well you do.
bird!
So I ineffectively, after she does her guitar thing, try to get them to go. But I don't think it will work.
Poorly,
I like
very poorly.
This is
I am
the
very
best.
poorly.
no manipulation. No.
Oh, God.
persuasion. Come on, guys. we
Woo!
should-
She's the best, isn't she?
So, the only one who cheers is Eaton, who seems to be so drunk that he is singing along a different song.
Yeah, that's
And
Yeah,
Oliver.
kill it!
With your song, he is singing along something entirely different, while the less drunk miners just kind of like moving to the back, and they have started playing a card game.
I actually want to. I want to go up to the miners as I'm drunkenly stumbling across the room and say, "Y'all, don't you hear what she's singing? It's just the most divine music you have ever heard, isn't it?" And I want to use hypnotic suggestion.
Holy shit.
Oh my god.
Using our magic for evil. So
Don't be
with
drunk,
that thought,
All right.
you should join
give
the
me
card game.
give me a vulgar paradox.
Yeah, that makes sense. I gain paradox.
Okay, that's one die. Roll another die. What's your paradox at right now?
Oh, vulgar with witnesses. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Everyone will be aware of what just happened. Excellent. You
Oh,
gained
woof.
2 paradox. What's your
I'm
total paradox
I'm
now?
at 4 paradox now, unless I lost
Excellent.
one from last game. I don't know.
Yes. You lose 1 per. Actually, no, it's the same day. Never mind.
Nope. Yeah, I'm at 4.
All right.
It's a
Give me-
bad day.
Give me a manipulation plus persuasion.
While he rolls that, I will plan to, after he's done, go check out the people playing cards.
Oh no, she's gonna fleece all these miners while they're having a good time. I got 3
Um,
successes.
The miners listen in rapt attention to the horrible strains coming out of what everyone thought was a guitar until Val started playing it.
You gotta
um,
applaud for such divine music.
They are.
Like a bird, I want to fly away.
Going off the rails on a crazy train.
She doesn't even play the guitar at that point. She just goes da-da-da, da-da-da-da-da-da-da.
Yay!
I clap for her, but only because she's my science pal.
So Murph approaches these miners that have stopped their card game to listen in rapt attention to what you're pretty sure is the worst music you have heard since you tried to teach your 5-year-old cousin how to play the recorder. They barely notice your approach.
But look at how much fun she's having.
Yeah, seems to have relaxed a good bit. Huh. And then, like, look at the people that are entranced watching this. Can I see either of their hands / what card game they were playing?
They were playing 5-card.
Hey, who was winning?
It looks like the man with no hat was winning.
I am going to try to do some shenaniganry to give the other guy a better hand.
Just hoping for it.
Yes.
All right. Eventually, Val's song comes to a close,
Woo.
and they go back to their card game. Give me a paradox roll. There's 1 die.
Okay.
Okay, no paradox. The guy that was losing tosses back 2 cards, pulls up 2 aces, and wins the hand,
Hey.
bringing in about $5. Also, Oliver, take a damage, lose a paradox. There was a 10 in your roll.
Oh, sweet. Yay. Paradox damage, you mean?
Paradox
Or-
damage, yes.
Oh, woof. I'm like, Oliver's nose starts bleeding. And he, like,
Oh.
starts to get real sleepy.
No. Your ears start bleeding.
Oh.
Woof.
Hey, Oliver.
Ow.
Hey, buddy. Can you hear me?
What was that? Yes, darling.
I'm gonna recommend that we go, and I'm gonna use all my manipulation and persuasion, all one die of it.
That's
Yeah.
Do
charisma
it.
persuasion. Charisma persuasion. It is a success versus 5 dice of drunken revelry.
Drunken energy.
The booze seems to have won this round.
I am on Jamie's side at this point, though, with Oliver in this state.
Yeah, you should probably add your dice to that.
Yeah, I got this.
Yeah, you might have dice.
You might have a slightly better charisma persuasion.
Jamie, you should have a beer as well. I think you would loosen up nicely.
Shots for the room.
That's
Okay.
5 successes.
Murph's declaration seems to broker no argument. Do you wish to be tricksy with this, or do you want to be straightforward? Or
No,
stern?
here-
Put her
Here
foot
is my
down.
argument. Oliver, hey, like looks pretty serious for the first time.
Yes.
Really
His
ever?
eyes like clear effort focus on you.
Hey, I think that you're hurt, and we should probably get you out of here. And I want to check you out and make sure you're okay. And we probably should stop, drinking. We have stuff to do tomorrow.
Oliver goes from like jovial to you say he's hurt, and his face split second goes across like in pain, and then goes back to normal, and he's like, "You're right. We should go back and get some rest. Of course, tomorrow is
say,
a big day."
To the bar, because you have so many patients that you need to take care of tomorrow.
course,
New
'cause
doctor
I'm
in
this-
town.
This town's doctor. It's a pleasure meeting all of you. I like yell to the table next to me.
Try to save him some face.
There seems to be a loud argument breaking out at that table.
The one we were just talking to with the cards.
Yes.
Oh,
shit!
what are they arguing over?
We should get out of here. It looks like it's going to turn bad. Let me go get Val.
Yeah, as we make our way out, what are they talking about?
So the man who was losing that hand before, it seems that they are accusing him of cheating,
Whoops.
as he has a large pile of money stacked up in front of him. It seems like it'd been enough time for like 5 or 6 hands.
Oh boy.
Is Val gettable off the stage?
Val
That's a good question.
raggles if anybody tries to grab her.
Cat.
Ah, right.
And
Ragdoll.
I'm gonna Weekends at Bernie's her out of here.
No, I'm not out of it yet. I am not. I
No,
can't
your
see the
song was
void yet.
wonderful. You'll never
I
get
can't
better
see
than
the
that.
void yet.
It's okay, Val. We have drinks.
I need to go to Frankie's. Need to go to Frankie's to see the void.
Yeah, we'll
do
that tomorrow.
No, look outside. There's a
void.
velociraptor out there.
Oh,
Dinosaur.
Oliver, you're always lying to me, but I think this time you might be telling the truth.
That's absolutely not true, and you know it. But you should go.
I know, but we're cool. Yes, you're cool.
A chair
I know I'm
slams
cool.
to the floor behind you.
Oh boy.
We do a Goonies turn.
The man with no hat has jumped over the table and is grabbing the other man by the collar.
Oh
uh,
boy.
And they are shouting loudly as another 2 men seem to be standing at the ready on either side.
Hey, Oliver, get her out of here. You guys get out of here. Give me 1 second.
Can I recommend something? Vincent, if you're available.
I went home to sleep.
Oh, you went home to sleep like a rational person? Awesome.
I work at
He's long gone.
sunrise.
Okay.
Well, so do these miners.
Oliver is going to say, Vincent, grab her. And just like push Val off of him.
I try to
Val
catch
falls
Val.
to the
He's
floor.
definitely
Val
not there.
I try to catch Val.
So Val lands butt first and then on her back looking directly up into the stars. And the stars just keep moving.
Oops.
Many days are passing. I can tell.
It looks like one of those time-lapse photography things where the stars just spinning across the sky.
Around the road.
Give me a composure check.
Yep, I figured. Just straight composure.
I go speak that
Ah, no.
1 sanity,
Well,
Yep.
which is much better than you would have done sober. Jamie, you notice Val starting to really trip out looking at the sky.
way. Yeah, I scoop her up, shove her in the vehicle.
Okay. Are those of you going back in?
Yep.
yeah, I'm going in with Murph to try to cool this situation off, maybe.
Yep. I got this. Hey, Hey, gentlemen.
Give me a awareness.
Awareness wits. Okay, cool. 3 successes.
2
3
successes.
successes? All right. You notice Angela, the 87-year-old bartender, who's about 5'11" and 120 pounds, is pulling a shotgun out from underneath the bar.
Oh, Jesus. Okay. Hey, guys. What seems to be the issue here?
This son of a bitch thinks he can get away with cheating cards.
Now, what makes you think a thing like that? Of course, no one would cheat at cards with our fellow employees of the
5
venerable
royal
mine.
flushes in a row.
That does seem unlikely. But
That's not
strange
unlikely,
things
that's-
happen in this town. Don't you
That is
agree?
impossible.
Hey, can I... To be honest, I am so sorry. I messed with your game a little bit because it looked like he was having a really bad time, and I slipped some extra cards into the deck, and I guess it kind of worked out in his favor, and I'm really sorry, but it's not his fault.
Well, surely
Charisma for I cheated at cards. It's cool.
Woohoo!
As a man
Charisma-
who is a yes and con man, I
charisma
want to
etiquette.
immediately buy into this and try to aid her.
Charisma etiquette.
Murph, surely you wouldn't do such a thing. I told you specifically no.
Okay.
Don't mess with the
What-
fine
what does
people of this
aid get
town.
me?
I know you're a master con man.
I said, what would 8 get me? I have 4 successes right now, with 2 of them being 10s.
You have 6 successes.
Okay.
Don't you have paradox?
What does that mean?
You
Oh,
have
no.
acquired paradox through using
have-
magic, I believe.
I have not. I have 0 paradox right now.
Okay. All right.
I have yet to gain paradox from anything.
Okay. That's quite fortunate. You have 6 successes right now.
Indeed.
Did you want to spend any willpower on that?
I was just wondering if his aid was mechanically doing anything.
Oh, his aid is going to do something.
Okay.
Oh no.
Please give me your own charisma plus etiquette roll. -2 for being shit hammered.
1 success.
Okay. They look at you. They look really mad for an instant, and then they say, "Don't ever mess with card game again. We
I
take
would
our
never.
card game seriously."
Scout's honor.
She's a shark, I'll tell you. You don't want to play cards with her. I
They
don't know if you know
glare
that.
at you.
Oh, okay.
I think yeah, okay. I never again. I am so sorry. Enjoy the rest of your evening. Good luck to you, I say to the person that has obviously lost a lot of games in a row now.
Okay. They let the guy go. They are glaring at Oliver as he walks away.
Alright.
And Angela puts the shotgun back away underneath the bar.
I pay our tab drunkenly, and then I
Okay.
walk
Tip the
out
woman well.
next to Murph, and I say, "It's always good to have an antagonist when on your team."
That I mean, yeah.
Okay. So, you guys get a decent night's sleep. Well, Val isn't quite sure whether it's sleep or not. Your dreams, if they are dreams, are horrifying nightmares, but you don't remember anything about them other than a deep sense of emptiness when you wake up.
Yeah, that tracks. Do
Uh,
I remember the last day?
The damage of sanity is that you were nice to Oliver last night.
Yeah, exactly.
You remember everything up until showing up at the bar. Then you just remember like bits and pieces, but you swear that Oliver had the stars in his eyes. Like, not in a sort of like cheesy or romantic way, just literally you could see the stars reflecting in his eyes, and it looked like you could see through him.
Cool. Val's gonna spend most of the morning very much unhappy and afraid.
Only a little bit of retching.
And a lot of
A lot of retching.
yes.
She is in her 30s. She cannot take getting blackout drunk as well as she did in college.
Okay.
Oliver's in his 50s. What do you think? What are you talking about? He's so dead.
So, the morning passes uneventfully. Oliver is dead asleep until noon.
That tracks.
Vincent, your first day at the mine is... Give me a composure athletics check. The work is hard, it's grueling, it is hot, it requires no thought or imagination, just pulling big carts full of rocks up a hill over and over again.
About as well as I can expect for my first day in that pit.
Yeah, you manage to keep going through it, and people think you're doing a fairly good job. But about 11:30, you are pushing your cart by a tunnel, and you hear a scream, man screaming.
I run that direction.
Only have to run a few feet before you see a man with a drill through his leg.
How far off are we from somebody who might actually know standard procedure for this sort of accident?
You remember that the foreman's temporary office overseeing post is about 50 feet up the shaft.
All right. I'm going to shout up that shaft, "We got an accident!" And I am going to do the one thing I know you're supposed to do in cases of strong blood loss and try and get a tourniquet on him real quick just to stem the flow.
Give me an int medicine roll.
Please make this easier for me.
I mean, it's not going to be a good tourniquet, man. At best, it's not a good tourniquet. It's something.
One success. You slow down blood loss slightly.
Does he look movable? Am I going to rip this man's leg off if I pick him up?
That drill looks like it weighs about 50 pounds that's sticking through his leg.
All right, yeah, and to move him, I'd have to pull the drill out, and I don't want to fuck with that thing. I'm going to be looking down at him, and I'm going to say, "We're going to get you fixed up. I'm going to get him. We'll be right back." And I assume he just screams. And
he's not screaming. Like, he's obviously in pain, but it kind of has his back against the wall. And Foreman Suarez is coming down as you're coming up. What happened?
Man's got a drill in his leg. He's all fucked up.
We have a doctor. We'll get him to him. Help me move him. It says, "We'll use the cart. Just dump it over to the side."
All right. Is it gonna be all right?
Is what?
Yeah, I want to fuck his leg up more. Yeah, this is like as I'm helping to do things. I'm saying these.
Give me a strength athletics roll. Got to overturn your cart full of rocks.
It's all right.
Fine. And you load the guy in without wrenching that drill open, and you get this guy to the top.
I'm going through like what I am going to have to do if Oliver ruins this man's life or kills him. And I don't like it.
So, Foreman Suarez rushes the cart back to his house and is pounding on the door.
God, this is the worst way to start a day.
Oliver, you are unconscious when you hear a faint pounding at the door. The first time, give me a composure check to try and wake up.
I super don't wake up. Turn over and...
You mutter an obscenity and turn over and go back to sleep. Vincent.
Kick the door down.
Yeah, that's the plan. I'm gonna kick the damn door.
Strength athletics.
3.
You kick the door open while Herman is like patting down his pockets, and he's like, "Oh, my keys, shit." And then you kick the door open, and Herman looks momentarily annoyed before he gets back to helping the guy in. Oliver, give me a composure plus medicine roll. Now you are aware that this is a medical emergency, and you need to wake up. Fail.
Are you kidding me?
Do you wish to spill willpower?
I want to willpower this.
Oh,
yeah.
no.
Up to 2 willpower. Repair 1 paradox and take 1 damage.
1 regular damage.
1 paradox damage.
Oh, I take an additional paradox damage?
Yes, you're removing another paradox. When you have paradox, you get a 10 on one of your paradox dice. It heals a paradox and gives you damage.
Does that mean I have 2 superficial damage? What's going on here?
You have 2 superficial paradox damage, yes.
Oh, okay.
This comes in the form of a worse hangover.
Just the worst. Okay.
Yes.
Well, I'm glad I got rid of my paradox damage from before, the aggravated kind.
You have 2 successes total, and that's enough to rouse yourself and walk over. And you see a man with a horrifying drill injury, a 50-pound drill with a blade almost as wide as your fist, sticking through his leg. He has a belt wrapped around his leg, which he is trying to hold on himself.
I assume because I didn't get 3 successes, I basically look at the wound, look at Vincent, put 1 finger up, and like run to the corner of the room and throw up in the trash can.
You do. You also recognize this man.
Oh shoot, is he one of the dudes from the table?
He is. He is one of those dudes that stayed up all night drinking.
Solidarity. Let's do this.
But he seems real sober now. So you guys get him over to the table. He's still in the cart, though. What are you doing?
I basically want to. This sounds silly, but diagnose. Basically, be like, is there an artery that's been hit? And by the size of the blade, probably yes.
Give me an medicine roll. Do you have life 1?
I want life 1. That's basically where I'm aiming my character, but I don't have it yet.
Okay. Give me an medicine roll. -2.
Ah.
Botch.
Jeez, I'm criminy. I can't even willpower this.
His fears are coming true.
You think, let me give you a random thought. You think that he is doing 1d10 worth of okay. You think it'll be probably fine. I mean,
We've got to get that drill out, gentlemen.
You just need to get the drill out as quick as you can.
We need to get some disinfectant on this. And right away, get him on the table, drill out. First thing.
Tell me how to do it. You just tell me how to pull.
All right.
Does this drill have a reverse function?
What the fuck?
Oh no.
The foreman looks down and disconnects the body of the drill from the drill bit.
Oh, that's a much better idea. Just turn it by hand.
He looks around and he says, "I'll leave this to the medical professionals."
Please go get my nurse. The girl in the house down the street, please, if you can, as quick as possible. Also, that lady who lives with her, Valerie.
Very well, I shall.
Val doesn't live there.
Val doesn't live there.
Oh, I thought Murph was living with you now.
No, just until 13 left.
Yeah,
Oh,
Murph,
okay.
Murph is living with Vincent. Okay.
Yeah, then I tell him to go to first Murph, then Val.
He nods and runs off. Okay, so
I want to give him the hardest stare.
okay, give me a
Don't inflict more willpower damage,
hold
man.
on, no. I got a good mechanic for this. Give me a charisma intimidate. This is the amount of willpower can only and must be spent on healing this man.
That's
thank
5.
God.
Okay. What's your total
It's
willpower?
1,000-yard stare.
What is your willpower?
My willpower is 4 right now because I have 1 ag.
All right. You will have to spend into ag in your efforts to heal this man.
That makes sense.
Okay. So, give me the remove the drill bit roll. Strength plus medicine. -2.
Woof. Do I get help from my good friend Vincent? That I even when I am entirely trash, just assume is there to help always.
I fucking do whatever I can to help this man. There's no reason he should suffer for either of our incompetence.
Either of you can roll strength plus medicine then.
That's
Now, I
that's
want
a
you to
2
hold
for me.
The top of this, just steady it. I'm going to pull it out very gently as I turn it. Now you just steady it now. And I roll in strength plus medicine.
So both of you roll strength plus medicine first, Vincent.
I got one out of it.
success. All right. You counteract one of the penalty that Oliver has on this. Roll strength plus medicine -1.
Willpower.
You spend 3 willpower on this?
Oh my god. Why? Murph needs to be here.
Oh shit.
Yeah, I could fix this real good.
The man
I got
takes
0 successes twice.
the man has taken 3 damage so far, and now he takes 2 more. He is out of superficial.
Yeah, that makes sense.
As you take the drill out, there is a rush of blood.
It just squirts right into Oliver's face.
Yep. And the guy passes out.
We need to seal that wound right away. I did not know it was this bad. I'm sorry. Please stop staring at me like that.
You best save this man's life. You hear me?
I'm going to. Don't you worry. This is just a matter of course. These things happen. Of course. They just happen.
Murph,
Yes.
an albino man comes up. I don't think you met him before.
Nope.
He says, "The doctor appears to be in need of some assistance."
Good morning. Wait, what?
It appears that the doctor is in need of some help.
Oh my god, I am so ready. And I sprint off in that direction.
All right, give me a roll to stop the bleeding.
Just out of curiosity, do I get anything for Sanctum for like stopping the bleeding? I understand why I wouldn't get it for pulling a drill out.
Yeah, you get a 1 for Sanctum for this. Add a die to any one roll in this scene.
Is this int medicine?
This is int medicine, -2, so only -1. 1 success.
Harmony. I mean, I'm glad I didn't get 0.
He takes 1 more damage, putting him at 1 ag. And Murph shows up, out of breath. Murph, as you arrive, you notice that the door has been kicked in.
Oh, well, that's not a good sign. And then I assume I come in to see.
Blood all over the floor. A man in an old-time medical chair, bleeding from the leg. He is unconscious. And Vincent staring at him.
Oh,
Oliver has his hand inside a giant wound with a clamp, and
Yep.
he's just waving gauze in the other direction. He's like, Murph, grab this.
what? Hold up. Okay, first of all, is there a tourniquet on this already?
There is a tourniquet. That is what he has
Okay.
done.
Hey, Oliver,
I don't
are
know
you
if
aware
it's
that you
good.
can like double up on these things, and I will.
No,
find
I'm
a
clamping the
belt.
arteries. I know what I'm doing. I
That
think.
nope, and I belt another tourniquet on this gentleman.
Okay. So, your options. Surgery to repair the blood vessels, which would take a decent degree of skill.
Mm-hmm.
That would require 4 successes to have the leg perfectly functional, 3 successes to have it work at all, or for 1 success, you can amputate the leg.
Oh, buddy.
He's going all in.
All right.
And he's basically saying this the whole time. So I believe I can save this man's leg. We just need to stop the bleeding, perhaps connect this to that. And he's just like wiping the wound with like a towel.
Don't even worry about don't even worry about connecting anything yet. You need to pack it first and cut off this bleeding. That's why we have 2 tourniquets, so that the man doesn't just bleed to death. Because you know that there's an artery right down here that is like one of your most major arteries, and like
We've
I
stopped
give him
the
like
bleeding.
spiel.
Okay, give me a charisma medicine.
Convince me it's a bad idea.
All right.
That's 3.
That will provide for a bonus die on your surgical roll, whichever one you choose to do. You've taken some good advice.
Yes, I stopped that other artery that I forgot about.
And you pull out your needle and thread.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna try to fix this guy.
All right. Int medicine.
So I'm gonna
minus
throw in.
2 plus, I guess this is you're gonna use your 1 die on this.
I'm gonna use my theater suite, my sanctum on this die.
Okay. So you
As I
get
pull
plus
out
2,
some actual
minus
surgery
2.
gear.
You have your regular roll.
Okay, I'm willpowering this.
And
Does,
if you willpower #bless, you get to add 3.
Oh, thank God! Please bless me.
Wait, is
is
it 3
there
bonus
a-
dice? Is it's your entry in bonus dice?
I'm double checking if it's 3. No, it's 2.
Okay.
If you spend willpower to reroll, add 2 dice.
Okay.
Okay, so I add +4
So,
dice to my
roll
total
4
for
dice.
my. Okay.
Is there a damn thing Vincent can think to do?
Vincent
Give some of
is
his quintessence to over to Oliver.
Oh
did-
yeah.
Did you take that?
I don't know what that means.
What's your
Well,
prime?
obviously you would be doing it unknowingly.
I've got Prime 2.
You'd just be like holding this dude's hand and like keeping him alive somehow for no reason.
Prime 2, yeah, you couldn't do it yet. At Prime 3, you could transfer some form of energy over to him if he was doing anything magical. He has no life whatsoever. He is doing something entirely mundane. But you can you could transfer.
You know who is doing something magical?
That's true.
Murph.
It's me.
You could supercharge her bless.
But you don't have a Prime 3 yet. Okay.
I got 4 successes. Just
You
barely.
stitch everything up, and although it looks horrifying, the guy takes only 1 more aggravated, and you successfully sew up all the blood vessels, and he does not bleed to death, and he does not lose the leg.
It's a great success.
Murph, could you mop my brow? My hands are covered in
Yeah,
blood.
yeah, of course. Doctor.
He like looks exhausted and like smiles at you like a different smile. Like it's not as normal or pretty as his normal smile. It's like goofier. And then he like turns around, walks out of the room, and like you hear hurling again.
You should, of course, notice that the 2 successes that you did get on that willpower reroll were on the second 2 dice.
Yeah, the latter ones. It's completely Murph's fault that I succeeded.
I do everything that I can to try to prevent, infection, reduce scarring as much as I can, because I know that, some people will care about that. Eventually, loosen up the tourniquet so he doesn't lose his leg from,
Yep.
having the blood circulation cut off. Wrap it up real nice, try to get him like a pillow or something comfortable, and, bedside manner him.
Okay.
Yeah, absolutely. Right after he is able to clean up a little bit, he comes back and just like dotes on this person because he's like, this matters so much to Oliver.
You managed not to kill your first patient.
He has 3 ag willpower now.
Excellent. Val, you are in the sweet, sweet oblivion when there is the voice of the door says, "There's an injured man. We need your help."
Immediately knows that Oliver is going to fuck this up.
Why would you think such a thing?
You are not a doctor! Yeah, Val is on her feet. She sort of manages. She's in work mode. Like, even though this is a person, generally you could sort of sidle animal medicine and veterinary work into people if you absolutely need to.
Sure, they got veins and blood vessels and all
Yeah,
that.
exactly. If you need to suture a wound, it's the same on whatever skin you got.
So you grab your bag and head on over?
Yeah, she grabs her bag and she's out. She's gone.
Okay.
I'm going just to watch.
All right, you head over with her, although you probably have to drive
That's okay. No big deal.
because you don't really quite trust Val's driving right now. She is going fast, but not really, straight. And you guys get there right as there is an unconscious man, a floor covered in blood, and Murph is undoing the tourniquet as Oliver vomits into a trash can.
Where the fuck are all your gloves? Yep, I
What?
put on my gloves, I move over, I am going to use Cure Wounds. There it is.
I have cure wounds.
You see that someone who haphazardly done accidental competent surgery.
It looks sewed up. It could definitely use some assistance on that though.
I imagine.
So, are you injecting him with chupacabra blood?
Yep.
All right. Give me your int medicine.
Got it. 3 pisses.
Well, it doesn't do much for the 3 ag that he's taken, but for the 2 non-ag that he has left, those go away, which means that the swelling goes down and the stitches look less raw, and he starts breathing less raggedly, slower, deeper breaths.
So not immediately dying.
He is definitely not dying, and almost certainly won't get an infection. It looks better. So, Oliver has saved his first patient.
Yes, nurse, if you would be so kind after you're finished cleaning that wound, could you go to the center of town and get us some clean water?
Yeah, to, scrub everything down. And was that the hangovers and I'll just kind of like move towards him to try to not have everybody hear this next part, or nerves?
Oh, definitely both.
Okay, no, that's fair.
Wait, hold on. The part that you whisper is nerves, not the hangover?
Yeah, because a lot of people saw him at the bar, but, I'm trying
Oh.
to maintain his reputation as a doctor.
It is far better to be the doctor that does surgery drunk than the one that's nervous.
Mhm.
Not drunk, hung over.
This.
I would never perform surgery under the influence of alcohol.
Val is like pinching her nose, trying to stave off the headache and the anger. This is why I said this was a bad idea.
Oh,
Because
by the
he
way,
saved this man's life?
by the way, Val,
Barely.
hangover plus the overwhelming smell of blood
And vomit.
and vomit. Give me a stamina plus composure check.
Cool. Do I get any bonuses? Because I have definitely smelled worse.
You have smelled worse, but not under the current status.
All right. What was the roll? Something composure?
Stamina composure.
Got it. No.
You've got to leave the room. You are no longer able to hang in there.
Cool. There is no door, so, I can still yell from outside.
That's true.
I forgot.
Take me down to the final decision, and the world will break apart today. And the world will break apart today.
'Cause, 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 'cause,
remember I had one of those in a D&D game, and we just kept getting like bad reputations despite our like best intentions in like every town we'd visit. It was horrible.
I don't give a damn about my bad reputation.
I don't remember the rest of the lyrics, but I
was
would
that
have called
was
them
that
out
a-
afterwards.
It's mostly
Yeah.
I got a bad reputation.